Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Edited Mom, and today I'm here with something a little different. Now I am not a beauty YouTuber. However, I did used to be a makeup artist back in the day, before kids and marriage. So I just wanted to share with you guys my go-to summertime glam makeup that stays on all day long. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching. So the very first thing I like to do when I want my makeup to last all day is I make sure to hydrate the skin. I've already done my skincare routine this morning, but I'm just going to re-spritz because it's been quite a while. So I like to use my MAC Fix Plus. This is in the coconut scent. It's just a little mini. Spritz that all over the face just to rehydrate. And then I go in with the lip balm. This is just the Junk Elephant Lip Balm. It's alright, but just go in with any lip balm and hydrate the lips. Now the very first step in my makeup routine is to put on a primer. Not all primers I feel like do something, but the one I use is awesome and it actually keeps my makeup on much longer. It is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I absolutely love this stuff. I feel like it actually makes the makeup cling and stay put all day, and it's super hydrating, which you almost never get those two in the same sentence, but it's hydrating and it keeps makeup on all day. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm gonna put a pump of that on now, and I rub and then press it in. So I'll spread it everywhere and then press it, and you can feel it getting a little tacky on the skin. Love it. Now as far as my complexion goes, in the summertime I don't like to wear full coverage, and here's why. I live in the South and it's very hot and humid, and it's almost a guarantee that I'm going to sweat my makeup off. So I like to wear something lighter coverage so you can't really tell that it's completely gone. Like there's a huge wipe away sweat mark. So I like to use lighter coverage foundations in the summertime. And my favorite is the YSL Touche Éclat All-in-One Glow. I love using that. And when I am self-tanned, I will also throw in some of these, the Junk Elephant Debronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drop. This is just super bronzy and glowy, and it makes my makeup look gorgeous and glowy and summery and all of those things. So I'll do a little concoction of these two. Sometimes, if I'm feeling like I have an extra minute, I'll also throw in the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Sometimes I even just wear this and a drop or two of these. Like if I don't want to do foundation, I just want to do something quick and easy, I'll do the Charlotte Tilbury with the Junk Elephant. But if I want a little bit of coverage that day, I'll do the YSL. I know there's a whole mouthful, but I like all these things for bronzy makeup. And my favorite makeup brush for foundation is the Real Techniques buffing brush. Yeah, I have like a million of these because they're just the best ever. If I'm not using a beauty blender or I don't feel like getting up to wet it, I'll use the Real Techniques buffing brush. So let me do that now. Complexion done. So it didn't really give me a lot of coverage, but it's okay, that's what I like. It just evened out my complexion a bit and gave me a nice glow, which I love. Now on to concealer. So with my concealer, since my base isn't super full coverage, I also don't like to do a full coverage concealer because I think that kind of looks weird. And my favorites for the summer are the well, just for any time, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. It's a little concealer pot. I love this because it's super quick and easy to apply. And I also like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. I'll do probably inserts of all of these, but that's what it looks like. And I love that you can actually see how much you've used, although I feel like I go through this, but I love it. This is a super glowy, gorgeous concealer. So I'll choose between the two, or sometimes I do a mixture of both. The NARS one is in the color Ginger, so it's a little bit lighter than this one, which is in the number 7. So I'll just apply that now. And I use, Real Techniques again, but I use their buffing brush to apply, or my fingers most of the time, a beauty sponge if I feel like getting up, which is almost never. So yeah, one of those, and I'll just apply it all over. Even when I'm doing just a light summer makeup, I do still apply my concealer in all the same places that I do every time I do my makeup. Foundation brush and just go over the edges of all that, just to make sure it's super blended in. Another really good tip to help your makeup last longer is to put on lots of thin layers. So instead of like caking on a ton, and that'll make your makeup kind of look cakey and easier to tell if you are sweating it all off. If you put on lighter layers and just layer up more, that'll help your makeup stay longer. Now before I set that concealer, I like to finish up with any more cream products that I'm gonna apply. So for my go-to summer glam makeup, I love contouring with a cream product, just because it looks more natural. So for my contour, I love the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, and this stuff is gorgeous and blendable and amazing, and I love it so much. It always makes me look super snatched. And like I didn't completely indulge in a whole bag of Lily's chocolate, which is usually the case. So I apply that now. It's super pigmented, so go lightly, be very wary. You'll see in a minute. And the applicator is kind of dumb, but whatever, I still love it. So it's a little squeezy tube, and I just apply a small amount. That's even too much, and I work in sections because it also kind of dries. So I'll take a little brush. This is a Lexi contour brush, I think, small contour, and buff it out. And again, I'm more pressing than buffing. I just squeeze a bit up once, because you have to twist it, squeeze a bit, and then close it. I squeeze it up once and I use it for my entire face, because you do not need a lot. So just a bit. Don't keep squeezing it, because you will go through that product so fast. Snacks, all of my chicharrones, all of the elote I ate yesterday, that whole steak I had, erase all of that, those 3 or 4 glasses of wine I had over Father's Day, erased. Alright, and after that I like to go in with a cream highlighter for the same reason. It just looks more natural to me. So my 2 favorites are the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand and the Hourglass something or other. The Hourglass Vanish Champagne Flash. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of it. I'll leave it in the description box down below. But The Charlotte Tilbury is a little too pale for me when I'm tanned. So I'll be using the Hourglass today. And with that, you can use your fingers, but I feel like sometimes that lifts the foundation underneath. So I just go in with a brush, I like load it up. And this also gives me a softer finish than using my fingers. Load the brush up. So I'm really pressing in there to get the product on. And then just pressing it into the skin. We're done with all the cream products and we're all contoured and glowy and looking cute. We're gonna set all this down so we don't completely sweat it all away as soon as we walk out into the southern humidity. So my favorite powder that still leaves you looking glowy, because I just put all this glow on. I don't want it to go away by putting on a matte powder. My favorite powder to use that still keeps me glowing but also makes my makeup all long wearing is the Hourglass Veiled Translucent Setting Powder. I absolutely love this stuff. It is very expensive, but 100% worth the money. So I'll take a bit of that. And first I'll set my under eyes. For that I use the Real Techniques setting brush. I'll take a bit on my brush and I'm pressing the bristles into a bit of the powder. I don't like completely load it up. Press it in, press it in. And then I will go with my concealer brush and press out any of the creasing so we don't set the creases. And tilting my face down so I don't create more creases, I'll just lightly press underneath the eyes. Taking more powder if I need it, press. And I'm trying to avoid going over that highlighter because I want that to stay nice and pretty and glowy. And then the other eye. And with the rest of my face, I will use that same brush, load it up with powder. And I'll usually do this with a bigger brush actually, but I did not bring it with me. So I'll take that brush and I will press and roll anywhere I don't want to be completely shiny. So the middle of the forehead, the chin, around the nose, and I'll press and roll that to help it stay and melt into the skin. So I didn't take away any of that glow that I put on, but I am completely set and this makeup will stay put. And now the next thing I like to do is frame the face by doing my brows. For a long wearing brow, I like to use a combination of a tinted brow gel and a pencil. And my favorite brow gels, I'm really running low and I need another one because I love this so much, is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. And I also have the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. I like the Charlotte Tilbury a bit more. I think I spoke about this in my first and only and last makeup tutorial, because the wand is just so skinny and it just perfectly, like I could skip using pencil if I have this because it's just so precise. But I do also love the Milk Makeup Brow Gel. So I'm gonna use that now because there's nothing in that. I have scraped that Charlotte Tilbury clean, so there's like nothing in there. So I just run this through my brows, brushing them up and over. Then I'll take my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Ebony. Yeah, I only use this to fill in any gaps or sparse areas. The brows are done. I like to finish off my complexion before I move on to the eyes and lips. And the very next thing I do is go in with a bronzer. Now, my favorite two bronzers, although they don't really work for the summer, so I need to get a darker one, are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. Literally everything from Hourglass. I think I've said it before. Hourglass is like one of my favorite brands. Everything from them is super glowy and gorgeous. Expensive, but worth it. So I like to use this palette. This was a holiday limited edition palette. I don't know if it's available anymore. I think on the Hourglass website they may have some, but don't hold me to that. But I like to use the bronzing shade here, which is called Golden Bronze Light. I like to use that, or I have Radiant Bronze Light as well, which looks like that. And I'm not sure which one is darker because I definitely need a darker one for the summertime. So let's see. It is, you almost can't tell. So I'm going to go in with the one from the palette. And I'll take that on a Real Techniques Duo Fiber face brush. For blush, I love the Hourglass Brilliant Nude blush. It's just, it kind of goes with everything as a soft blush. A kind of dupe, but not entirely, but kind of dupe is the Milani Baked Blush in Bellissimo Bronze. Also super, I like to use these kinds of colors because they'll go with any lip that I decide to put on, whether it's like a bold red or just a nudie gloss. I'll take that on a Zoeva blush, sheer cheek brush. Do a little dip action and press into the skin. And see how just natural and glowy. It's almost like you can't tell the blush from the bronzer. Alright, so that's the complexion completely done. Still glowy all over, but definitely will last you all day. Now in the summertime, I don't like to do a whole lot with my eye. Well, year round, I don't like to do a whole lot with my eyes, but mostly in the summertime, I just like the quickest thing possible. So sometimes I will literally just do this and a mascara and a lip gloss, call it a day. But now that I'm going for glam, I like to use the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the color Bet. It is like just the perfect bronzy gorgeousness. I have been using this forever. I absolutely love it. You just need a bit. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques brush, and this is the base shadow brush. So just take a tiddly bit, but I'll just take that on my lid and go completely across my entire lid, and I'll blend it up into my crease just a tiddly bit and buff out the crease with that same brush. And I'll also take it underneath the eyes, same brush, just under the eye. And then if I'm feeling extra, which is almost always, I will go in with a golden like highlighting color. I like to use Sue's out of the Desi Katie and Dose of Colors collab. I'll just take that with my finger and pop it on the center of the lid. And then I'll also take that on the inner corner. I always find that my lashes stay up so much better and so much longer, and my mascara looks so much better when I curl my lashes, so I try to always do it. Doesn't always happen, but I try to always do it. So we're gonna curl our lashes first. All right, better. Now we'll do our mascara. So I do just 2 coats of this. And the second to last step is lips. So in the summertime, like I said, throughout this whole video, I'm pretty easy. So I usually love to just throw on a gloss. A gloss in the summertime is like my favorite thing. I love the Fenty Gloss Bomb like everybody else. And I also love these Clarins Instant Light Lip Oils. I love the tangerine color in the summertime because it's gorgeous. I love an orange lip in the summertime. If I'm not gonna do a gloss, I love to do a orangey red lip. And my favorite combo right now is the Bite Beauty, what are these called? The Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lip. And this is in the color Flambe. And I also use their lip pencil in the color 76. Is that the color? So I'm going to show you both options. Let's start off with the lip oil. Just super easy to throw on. I love these because they kind of leave a stain afterwards. And they smell amazing. Next we'll do the red lip. And this I'll just kind of create a stain with because in the summertime I mostly just like an easy lip and I don't want a whole bold thing. To be honest, I don't do the red lip a whole lot. I use a gloss when I get out of there. So the very last step that I like to do is setting spray. That is a surefire way to make sure that your makeup will stay on for the long haul. My two favorites for the summertime are the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. There's also a dewy one, but that makes you real dewy. But I also love, because in summertime you need SPF, wear your SPF. I like the Kate Somerville SPF 50 Uncomplicated SPF Soft Focus Makeup Setting Spray Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen. Yeah, the Kate Somerville. And I love this because it's an aerosol, so it's loud, but it's super easy to just spray on and reapply throughout the day because you're supposed to reapply your sunscreen. So that's it. That's the look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope I gave you some great tips that you can use. If you did like this video, please like the video down below. Give me a good little thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out content every Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes a Saturday because you know what? Hey. Things happen. Yeah, so Tuesdays and Fridays is what I like to aim for. I put out new content. I make videos all about organizing, beautifying, mommying. It's a made up word, guys, whatevs. Yeah, so if you like my content, just hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you're not new here, if you are new, hi. If you are not new, if you'll notice I got a little new color, a little new color action, little blondness for the summertime. I'm also tanned, because I am freshly tanned. Yeah, because I'm pale and I don't like it. So yeah, that is just adding to the look. I'm so extra, guys. Excuse me. Don't forget to wear your sunscreen. Always. Sunscreen.